Whew. All right. So, I got the conservative title, finally. I got it the day I did the video with the two raids, especially with the double BQ raid. I got it that day. So I was going to take a break and do some limit break spam on closers, but not many people want to do the spam. So I just came back here, so I'm like, okay, well. And then I left my boyfriend behind and went and finished the raid because, yeah, I remember the video before that when I expressed that I feel saddened that people don't know how to have fun anymore. Yeah, so come to find out after that, oh, so people do know how to have fun. It's just that they're too serious in certain situations. They need to relax a little bit. So they know how to have fun. Some know how to have fun, thank God. I was about to be very heartbroken if they didn't. And once again, my title switching is delayed. Yeah, I don't think the server is based in Europe anymore. I think it's in the C region, but I don't know where. But we're gonna pretend I didn't just say that. And I'm about to talk about a sensitive topic. Hopefully not too sensitive. I pray she don't kill me for talking about this. But I never gave my 2 cents. That's why. Though I don't really need to, but you know. I fell. Yikes. Oh right, I forgot. Club, I guess. I like that. At this point, I don't care about that. I just want to keep getting these things so I can finally at least get one good accessory. Golly, I need one good accessory so I can finally use this fuck ass thing. So, um, I know y'all heard about it. Y'all hear, some of y'all told me about it. While I was mid trying to help a blue hen that was getting us white because he couldn't do note checking, I found out that my friend Mia got into some trouble again. This time on a way much wider scale than just between a server or two. This time on Twitter, and it's spreading like wildfire. It spread like wildfire so much that even some of us on Closers and elsewhere has heard about it. I'm not gonna show no videos, no nothing or anything. I'm not gonna go on Twitter, show y'all the things he said. Um, let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that. Um, just know that I've heard about it. Now, I heard about the racist things he said. I haven't really heard much about transphobic things he said. But the thing is, I've known that she's had this view because her boyfriend Gangster had these views. So I'm not surprised about it because I've known they had these views. I know what you're thinking. But you still call her a friend? despite her saying this crap, you still call her a friend? I think she forgot that she had black friends. I think I feel like during that time when she said that, she forgot she had black friends. Cause she got a lot of black friends. I don't know why. She don't say it. On the bright side for y'all, even though I know that was not okay to say, at least she said it in the past, but like she don't really say it. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong. She has said it in the past, but she don't say it anymore. If y'all don't shut up about deleting characters, then find out I don't need Night Parade, cause come to find out, freaking y'all already as strong as is. But I've known about this for a while, so while everybody's surprised that she said some things like this, I actually known about it because it had been. So that's why I'm not surprised. But yet she's still a friend. She just nah. That wasn't she doesn't really think sometimes. She don't think sometimes. Sometimes she don't think. Sometimes she don't think before she don't think before she says stuff. So, but hey, This time she standing on it. Look, that's progress. This time she's standing on it, even though that's how you even though that's kind of how you that's how that's gonna get you in trouble. But see, we're gonna go past all that, okay? We're gonna skip past all that. So here's the thing. See, I don't mind she has that point of view because, well, I'm in a server. I'm in a public Discord server with someone who called me the N word actually and is racist as fuck. And he's actually currently the number one TCP buy. He's racist. Yes, we're full racist. So I had to get used to getting called the N word from time to time, even though they are either pale as fuck or not even black. I had to get used to it. I've been called the N word before that. I've been called the N word before during the kick days because I would not respond to a guy hitting on me. So he called me the N word because he was angry. I got my apology though, but I got called the N word because yeah, I got, and when I was young and I just wanted friends and when I was young and I wanted friends, and so I put my Kick username saying, "Hey, let's talk about anime and stuff," because that's what I like to talk about and everything. Some people said, "No, we are going to hit on this woman and send our dick pics for no reason." Even though I literally just said, even though I literally said I want to talk about anime and I want friends. I don't care about the flirting and all that stuff. That be the thing. I be finding the weirdest boyfriends, and I'm in the middle of just wanting friends. I don't know why. It just happens. It just happens. But anywho, so but anywho, so I found out that dude was white, and he called me the N word because I said I'm not interested, and he was like, "Well, show a picture of yourself," and I was like, "Okay," because I did not care at the time. And then he just straight up called me the N word. I'm like, "Okay, well, all right." And then he came back. way later, that guy came back, and I'm like, oh, have you come to call me the N word again? And he was like, listen, I was upset. Listen, I'm sorry. I was upset. I wanted a girlfriend, blah, 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 and then I got turned down and I was hurt. So I'm sorry. I'm like, okay. Well, at least they apologized for that, okay? They apologized, okay. At least they came back to apologize. Then they left again, and that was all cool. So yeah, I've been called the N word before, just for turning a man down because I just wanted friends. I wasn't looking for a boyfriend. And I had a boyfriend at the time, so yeah, kick is crazy sometimes. But anyways, yeah. So I've been called the N word. I've been called the N word before. Just like yeah. So, but I do know the importance of the word. See, that's the thing. I don't think she knows the importance. I don't think she knows the history behind the word. She needs to know the history behind the word. There's a reason why some of these. I know it's 2026 and blah blah blah, but here's the thing. Some of y'all need to know context behind some of these words in order to actually in order to understand the significance as to why we can't use some of these words. There's a history behind using the N word. That's why as to why it's so offensive. Yeah, there's a history behind it. That's why people got offended. That's why people get offended when you call them an N word. Depending on how you call it. Like some people who have black friends, they give them a pass saying, that, okay, you can say it because since I know you're not saying it to offend. And some people actually, it's how you use the word. It's how you use the word. If you're using it to offend, either you're using it to offend someone or you're using it to communicate with someone or if it's a friend or something, say, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, my N word? Like, yeah. It's a concept. You have to know the history behind it. First, you need to know the history behind it. Then you need to know, yeah. First, you need to know the history behind it as to why that word is so offensive. You need to know the history behind it. Then after that, you need to know, that there is an offensive way to use that word. Some people that are not black use that word, but the reason why they use that word is because they have a past. Cool. What does it mean by having a past? Well, you have a friend that is African American or a Black American or a black per se, and then they're like, "You cool? I don't mind you using it because I know you're not going to use it to offend somebody." That's having a past. And that's just so much other stuff. And that's just so much other stuff. Because, some of these people don't have black friends, but like, oh, listen, my family is black and blah, blah, blah. And that is, yeah. And then some are entitled and you get the point. So then at that point, it's just better. So then at that point, it's just better to not really say the word so you don't offend nobody. Because you don't want to get in no trouble. You don't want to get in no trouble just because you said a word. So yeah, that she had a wild. So that she had a honestly wild take. Now the trans, now people call her out for transphobic. The transphobic part, the transphobic part, I actually knew about it. Stick with me here. Let me cook. Stick with me here. Cause I know you're like, what? Stick with me here. I knew about it already because I actually got a couple of friends who are transgender or transitioning to say, and if you want my 2 cents on that part, I feel like they didn't. I feel like those friends didn't meet people who were willing to accept them for who they are. Like, I have two friends that are transgender. They were male to female, and I feel like one was like. I feel. One was. Excuse me, my voice is cracking. One felt like they they probably should have been born a girl because they have similar qualities of a female. And then one felt, I think one felt the same way. I think both of them felt the same way. And I felt like, oh, I feel like they just didn't meet, they just didn't get time to meet people who would accept them for who they are. So they felt like the first one I talked about, he felt like, felt like people would talk to him easier because he's a female. It's never easy. It's not easier. Listen, it's a hit or miss when you're a female. When you're a female, speaking personally as a female, it's not fun because when you're a female, you know how I'm gonna tell y'all this. Like I support it, but it's just like some the people who think that it's just easier as a female. No, it's not. Um, it's not easier. When you're nice to a person, they think that you like them and you want to give them pussy. And there were a lot of times in the past where I just wanted friends. It's hard to make friends, and it's because you just want friends. Take it like at me. I just want friends, and then I got into a whole lot of shit because I just wanted friends. And I'm just nice because I'm naturally a nice person, right? And I naturally like to help people, right? I've been screaming it for years, but and I just realized I did that. I'm about to get cooked. Let me put this on because I'm about to get cooked. I don't know the sun's about to get the sun roller is about to cook me. I'm about to get so cooked. Oh, I didn't get cooked. Okay. Well, okay. If you're a female and you just want friends, so you're nice and kind of people, and people, when you're nice and kind to somebody, they're thinking that you want to give them some per se, and that's not the case. You just you're just nice. You just want friends. You just want people to talk to, and and then it's vice versa too. Because before I say, but it's vice versa too. Like you're a guy, you just want friends too. You're not trying to hit on a female. The female is thinking that you want their pussy or something, but it's not like that. You just you just want friends. You just nice. You're nice too, and yeah, it's like that. You have that situation where both genders have that, but I I actually can understand. I actually can understand when guys are like, it's hard for me to find friends and stuff. I have these interests. It's hard to have these friends and stuff. I have these interests, and people don't really want to talk to me. People think I'm creepy and stuff. I don't know why, and I'm just chill and stuff. Actually, yeah. Some of the guys actually just be chill, and it's just like, you know, because we have these societal standards. That's the thing. We have these societal standards. We have these unspoken rules, and it's hard to find people who will accept you for you. Like take it from me. I'm a female, right? But I don't always act like a female. I grew up as a tomboy. Yeah, I was a tomboy when I was younger. I wasn't really into all the feminine stuff and everything. I was a tomboy, and yeah, I wasn't into girly girl stuff. So, but I get not another wind thing. Ah, I was getting wind. Huh, patient. My point is, um, the way I think about it is that some of these people didn't get a chance to have people that will accept them for them. Some of them didn't. Some of them didn't. Some of them need people who will accept them for them. And I pray those people find people who I pray those people who find people who will accept them for them. Because truth be told, you can be the shittiest person and have friends. Yes, it's been proven time and time again. You can be the shittiest person and still have friends. Unfortunately and unfortunately and knowingly, unsurprisingly, and unironically per se, you can be the shittiest person and still have friends. So I pray they find a support unit because I know it's hard. So trust, I know it's hard. It's hard. It's hard to find friends in these. I dropped two of these. When the fuck did I drop two? But yeah, I know it's hard and I know the struggle. So yeah, I know the struggle. Don't worry. I know. I know the struggle. So this back metal, yeah, it is. What the fuck? Oh, so arm, necklace, bottom. Well, we can swap that out now. So now I can go ahead and dismantle that. So I unintentionally finished that. I got Grove already. Glow, flow, darkness, flame, wind, flow, wind. Okay. Go ahead and dismantle all that. See what we get. Yeah, because I already got all that stuff. I'm trying to get, okay, I got more. Alright. So let's see what we got here. I will get more and more, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stack these up before we, try again. Because last time I fucked that up. Last time I fucked that up. Yeah. Yeah, last time I fucked that up. So we gon' yeah, cause I dumped 7 bill on the Atma and the Atma auras only to not get a single grove piece. Yes, I'm still trying to get grove. I just haven't been lucky. Yeah, I'm still trying to get grove. I just haven't been lucky. Is all. I actually would get that one, but anyways, I pray that some of these people who felt like they don't have anyone that didn't accept them will finally find people that will accept them for who they are. Because I know how painful it is. Because I myself want to be accepted. I myself wanted to be accepted at some point before I just had to go build my own lane. So I know the pain of not having people who will accept you for who you are. It's painful. Yeah, I know how I feel. Of course I know. Of course I know how it feels. Yeah, of course I know how it feels. It's horrible. Child, it's horrible. Of course I know how it feels. Had to go through it myself. Shoot. Being misunderstood, wanting people to understand and realize I'm not this big bad wolf. And then shit happened. Yeah, of course I know. And then, and you know how I am. I would prefer people being who they are, who they truly are, instead of putting up a front and lying about themselves and all that stuff. I hate when a person lies about themselves. I prefer them to be who they are, not to hide who they are, not to hide, you know. So it's 4:48 a.m. Okay, bear with me. My voice is not the best right now. It's 4:48 a.m. But I just, I just, yee, I might have to get another. I might have to get another what's the face. I didn't know I did that. I might have to get another one because I have like basically no mana. But we'll have to do for now. But 10? That's a lot. I have like no item drop. Ooh, I gotta take some of that out. Well, we don't want to make the what's the faces, so I'm gonna go ahead and um take that out and then take that out, I guess. So I don't scare nobody away. Scare nobody away. So now we could talk while the party forms. Yeah, so now we could talk about the party forms. Anyways, yeah, I pray that I pray that people find, a support unit, because some of these people nowadays, they thrive if they have a support unit. And I know how it feels, because that's actually universal. And some of these people who are, you know, they probably have been wanting their entire life for someone to accept them for who they are. Yes, they obviously want someone to support them in their decisions, but some of them also want. Right, I forgot he existed. Let me just type. This is gonna be quite a party. Oh yeah, this is gonna be quite a party. Cause this person is borderline 10 mil and probably got, yeah. This is gonna be a party. Oh, they got that with free shop, but yeah, this is gonna be a party. Okay. Yeah, you want me to carry y'all? That's why y'all show up here like that. Y'all want me to carry y'all. Tenebrous number one. Tenebrous again. Tenebrous again. Okay, they got exascale. I'm okay with them having exascale. I understand. I'm okay with this person guys having exascale, but dang. Oh my god, that's crazy. We got exascale at least, but like, dang. Come on. Oh, come on now. I, I need someone to help me. I need someone help to help me decide this damage because we got like three people here that got 10 of us. And then we got this daybreaker. This daybreaker here probably pray to their God I take them. Oh God. But that's just how I feel about it. I feel like they haven't long story short, I feel like they haven't really they never got the chance to find somebody to accept them for them or friends that will accept them for them and probably was turned away. So some feel like if they I don't mind because it's you your life what you do with your body and all that stuff. Before when I was younger, I when a friend was thinking about it, I was troubled because the main reason why I was troubled was because he is a close friend, and I loved him for him. People wasn't really cool with his thank God. People wasn't really cool with his personality, so people didn't really like him. And I didn't understand why at the time. I found out later, but he's still a friend. I'm just aware that he wasn't the best person growing up, but he wasn't the best person growing up. So, because I kind of got into it with him sometimes, he wasn't the best person growing up. I will say that though. He he wasn't the best person growing up, but he over time he grew up as well, and then he's got responsibilities. He takes care of a child and stuff like that. And right, I don't have my because I swapped my skills. Right, I forgot I swapped my skills to try them out. I forgot I did that. Yeah, I swapped my skills out. Notice I don't have unbroken belief or notice I don't have unbroken belief or breeze because I was just trying out new skills. Not new skills. I was just trying out something new. Cause like 50% of my bar had Gale mode, and then I had like four. I don't know. It feels weird. Yeah, cause like I'm used to having like yeah, cause like I'm used to having like you know skills being up already. Cause everybody screams about Justia having cooldown issues and all that stuff, and then I found my own way to I found my own ways to kind of get through that. But anyways. Someday, someday, they'll find a person that will accept them for them. Someday. Hard now, but someday, someday, someday they'll find a person that will accept them for them. Someday. It takes time, but someday. And someday, a lot of these people won't have to lie and pretend to be something that they're not just to have friends. Someday. Someday, they'll grow to appreciate the culture rather than masquerade. Someday. Oh, right. I completely forgot that I don't have, yeah, I forgot about that. I have it on for good luck, okay? Don't judge me. I have it on for good luck. But someday, someday. Alright, that's it. But just know that I know about it. Yeah, I know about it. But, you know, that's why I disagree. I just, I actually have friends who are transgender. I have friends who are gay. I have friends who are lesbian. I have friends who are bisexual. I have friends, I have transgender friends. So, queer community. I have friends with the queer community. I have friends that like, and then that's just what they want to do, and I have no issue with it. I have friends that are, yeah, so I think that's why, I guess that's probably why some people feel strong about it. They're either in that community or they have friends who are in that community and they think of those friends. They think of those loved ones. And they're supportive of those loved ones. So I guess that's why they felt offended and attacked her and all that stuff. And it's Twitter. That's another thing. It's Twitter. It's Twitter. Like that's one of the reasons why I don't be. That's why I don't be on social media. And when I told people in CC that I don't be on social media, that's like good. Keep it that way. I saw why. that you assholes. Y'all some assholes, man. Oh, y'all some assholes. That's how y'all gonna treat me? Really? Oh, y'all some assholes. And give my skills back. So give my skills back. I want my skills back. Give my skills back, please. I have one more thing I want to tell y'all. I have one more thing I want to talk to y'all about, bro. Don't worry. It ain't gonna be all about that, but just know that I know about it. I have my own opinions. I actually have loved ones. I also have close friends that actually are transgender. So even though I'm not directly offended, I do feel for them. I do feel like if they were offended by it, I do understand why. Because I actually do have friends like that. And as for mm, the statement she had that everybody calls racist, I fear I feel like she most likely does not know the history behind the word, so that's why she said that. She don't know the history behind the word. Nobody's educated her on the history behind the word, and I don't think she cares anyway. So leave it at that. Leave it at that. Keep it pushing. That's how she feels. That's it. That's literally it. I don't know. I kind of have after this. I kind of have to ask. I kind of need to ask her if she even knows the history behind the word because it's a very tragic history behind that word. It's just that it's got so lost in the sauce now because everybody's so focused on like social media and all that stuff. So people kind of forgot like God, this feels so weird. Yeah, I might swap back to my skill build. I don't know. I might swap back to my skill build. Yeah, she probably didn't know the history of it. I don't know. I'll ask her. But she does. If she does know the history of it and still said that, I, I, I don't know what to. I know I'm gonna be baffled if she knows the history behind the word, but still said that I'm honestly going to be baffled. Something tells me I'm going to be baffled. Oh no, please. But see, that's the thing. Some of these people now are ignorant. Well, I'm not saying it like that. Stay with me here. Some of the people nowadays are ignorant to a lot of things. Not just the N word, not just to homophobia or transphobia or anything. Some of the people nowadays are ignorant to a lot of things. A lot of things. And are unaware to right, I'm leader. And are unaware to the unspoken rules of like, common sense, all that stuff. I say that to say that this is something that like while I understand how everyone feels on the topic and everything, but there are people that are worse than her. There are people that are way worse than her. Y'all think she's bad because of her saying that. There are people who are much more worse and much more ignorant than she sounds, or than she is. No offense. Y'all thought that was bad. There are people who are worse. I know people who are worse than her. Yeah, I know people who are worse than her. So she's like a saint compared to some of these people that I know. I know people that are worse than her. Oops. I'm so used to that being unbroken beliefs. I'm so used to that being unbroken beliefs. It feels weird. Yeah, I think I like my skill build. I may not do the big boy DPS, but I think I like my skill build better. Yeah, I like the skill build I have better. There, now I can actually like do rotations. That's enough of that. Cause I think she probably feels embarrassed enough. I think she probably feels embarrassed enough, so that's enough of that. I have one thing to talk to y'all about. So I'm sure y'all have heard about the changes on Elzod, right? And how everybody was freaking out and possibly thinking about quitting and stuff. Yeah, well, it kind of hit home because I actually have friends that when the first patch came out, they were talking about quitting if that does hit. Then the second patch came out, and it's after they realize it's a test server, they're just testing it. They're not going to implement it, they're just testing it. So now also is going to be different than before, right? And it will no longer be like, it will no longer be two healers in a party, it will now be one. And now you actually have to build your healer. You actually have to build your support instead of like put it on the most minimal gear and then yeah, so I know somebody who I occasionally help from time to time and he grinds on 12 accounts and he asks for my help from time to time. So now they made it to where you actually have to build your healer in order to really get taken to a party. Reason being is because the stronger they are, the more helpful they are with their healing. And you want to really be set when it comes to healing. So yeah. Hmm. How do I say this? Oh, it didn't switch. Expect to see some of your friends dear to you quit over time because they're not satisfied with how Elsword is trying to change. But you have this thing where people are like, but see, that's the thing. Elsword is doing this late. Even my boyfriend, don't worry, even my boyfriend said this. Elsword is doing this late. They should have done this before. They should have had a solo version and then like a group version. If you can't clear the solo version by itself, you always have the group version to do. And see, that's the thing. They should have done a lot of these changes like before. They're doing this now, and it's just like, yeah. For me, it's like better late than never. But I do understand when some people are like, y'all should have done this before because y'all going through all this and y'all have this content now. Why didn't y'all do this? Why didn't y'all do any of these things before? Now you got this huge confusion and people can't tell if you understand the game that you're tending to, the game that you're responsible for. Get off this thing. I'm not okay, we just gonna have to I'm not moving. I'm not moving. I'm not moving. This one right there, I'm not moving. I got this one. I'm not moving. I guess we just gonna have to die together. Quit doing that shit. Oh yeah, that's all I have for you. Oh, and one final thing. One final thing. Like I said, if she doesn't know the history of the word as to why it's offensive and why we have these rules set in place and why people are going ham at her for saying this, which I understand that statement even though it sounds racist. I understand the statement. Know the his She doesn't say it. She doesn't say it. But knowing the history is important as to why some of these, knowing the history or knowing the context behind the things is honestly helpful because it helps you understand as to why such and such is in this place and stuff. So if you know the context behind it, if you know the context behind some things and just instead of just speaking on something that you don't know, it not only keeps you out of trouble, it not only keeps you out of trouble, it also helps you understand and sometimes it does help you appreciate some things more. It doesn't hurt to do research on something, you know? That's why I do research. Like I don't I don't really like to speak on things that I don't know. That's why I like to do research. I like to research stuff before, I like to fact check before I actually, you get on my nerves. Let me go with this one, because you fucking stupid. You get on my fucking nerves. I don't like you, okay? I don't like you. Not you. Talking about that raven right there. I fucking like you. I'm never inviting you to my parties again. I'm never inviting you to Spirit Temple with me again. I don't fucking like you. Go fuck yourself, okay? Bro, I would like to sit on my dang sun in peace. I'm never inviting you to. You are never allowed in my damn Spirit Temple parties ever again, okay? Every time I see you, I'm gonna turn you down, okay? You are never doing another Spirit Temple. I'm gonna help you with this one, but after this one, you are never doing a Spirit Temple party with me ever again, bro. You know damn well I was about to go that one. Bro, no, I got an issue with you. I got an issue with your ass. We ain't never doing a Spirit Temple party together ever again, okay? What's your name? What's your name? Yeah, yo fuck ass. Yo fuck ass. We're never doing a Spirit Temple party together ever again. After this, we're never doing a Spirit Temple party ever again. Don't you ever apply to my parties ever again. I don't ever want to see you ever again, bro. What the fuck? What's wrong with you? Who raised you, man? Who raised you? But anyways, knowing the context behind some things and all that stuff will help you understand things. And also might help you appreciate some things. That's why I do research to fact check and stuff like that. But yeah. So yeah, that's it. This gonna come off as what the fuck? But I know it's gonna come off as what the fuck at first, but if y'all actually sit down and listen to what I'm trying to say, and try not to let the drama get the better of you, and actually listening to what I'm actually trying to say. Listen to what I'm actually trying to say instead of being in your damn feelings. You'll see why I said some of the things I said. Literally, shut up and listen to what I'm trying to say. So you don't get offended by something that's actually not what I'm trying to say. Then, baby, we can actually come to a goddamn agreement or goddamn understanding. Okay? 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 Y'all gonna listen? Y'all gonna listen? Listen. Listen to what I'm saying, alright, y'all? Before y'all get offended and start typing, shut up and listen first, okay? I'm not like one of these people. Shut up and listen to me first. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to excuse what she said, cause that. I'm not trying to excuse what she said. I know what she was trying to say, but she still got herself in some trouble. I'm not trying to excuse what she said. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just giving y'all my point of view on it. That's it. I'm not excusing what she said, cause what she said was wrong. That wasn't the best way to say it. I get what she was going for, but that was pretty wrong. I'm not excusing what she said. I'm trying to give you my 2 cents on it. A different way to look at the situation, if you will. Even though most of us here knew about this stuff and all this stuff. I'm just giving you another point of view. That's it. Cause that right there do be some shit you would think about. Truth be told, that right there is some shit that you would. That right there is some shit that you would think about. Just like, damn, damn, that's weird. That shit right there will have you sitting there thinking like, how did this even happen? No, because that's exactly the first thing that came out of the first thing that came out of my mouth, aside from I'm not surprised that this happened, was how the hell did this happen? How the hell did this came to be? How the hell did this happen? So yeah.